Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon to Gianna, Ida, Laura. I think I've got the right moderators here. And Yale, how are you doing? Brothers and sisters, this is going fast. Margaret, good to see you all on. Well, as it says, it's interesting, isn't it, to say the least, the Papal reception hall, to be honest with you. That's what it is. And we're just going to have a look at it, but I think it's time to revisit. You know, we've been working great on Twitch live, 2-hour live last night on Twitch, as we discovered about, or we discussed Revelation. Let's get it right. Okay, we did. Do join us on Twitch, guys. Do join us on Twitch, because that's where the long streams are going, and all sorts are going on. But there is a link in the description for Twitch. Join the channel, please. We've got to not transfer everything over, but we're going to have as many over there as here. So it's a good, which is yes. But it's a good place to be honest with you, and it's growing up. I can't turn it off. Too many buttons now. 15 buttons here, 5, 10, 15 buttons with different pictures on them. I don't know which is which. But it's great to be here. It's great to be back on YouTube. I've had just a confirmation this morning off Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, if you're watching this video. Really helpful, to be honest with you. And that's what we need to keep it together in these end times. Twitch, Rumble, everything is going. Patreon, all links in the description. And what it basically is the one that came down was the one that got the strike against was influencing the elections. That's what had happened. So influencing things like that, and Charlie Victor is really a no-no on YouTube, and I don't think we'll get away with it on Twitch or many other social medias if we influence major decisions. So that's really what that's about. But looking back to what we're talking about, a couple of bits I want to share with you today and revisit. We're revisiting Revelation with a great mind. I won't say it on YouTube. Join us on Discord for that. Link in the description, the Disciple server. I'm not going to mention that because everything we discover is controversial, but not out of place. We're right to lose. Luke, Revelation 3:3. Watch therefore that you may not know the day nor the hour. That's what it says. So, and then it's all God's mystery, isn't it? Mary. Oh, Maria, sorry. Mary isn't in. Where are you, Mary? She'd be sleeping, and she needs it. So that's it. But I just wanted to share a couple of bits. And obviously the first one is the title. And we can see by this. Now, we know about a lot of stuff. And Margaret will tell us, because she watches Jonathan Clegg, who spreads a lot more. But this is going back a couple of years when we first noticed this. And this is on Now the End Begins site, which I'll post probably this onto Patreon, although it's not news. But why was the Papal Audience Hall building at the Vatican constructed in the shape of a giant reptile? Well, we know why, but I mean, we're looking for false prophet, aren't we? And it's getting more and more obvious, really. Commissioned by the Pope Paul the Sixth in 1963, the Papal Audience Hall in the Vatican City was inaugurated in 1971, but it doesn't take you long to realise the whole thing inside and out, and it is out, is a giant reptile. When the Pope stands and addresses an audience, he speaks from the snake's mouth. How's that for symbolism? And it is, there it is, look at this. 2 eyes, snake's mouth, the scales, all around everywhere. What else is it? Oh, let me just start by saying, no, I'm not signed off just about any of the various reptilian incursions, conspiracy theories floating around in the internet. It's just an interesting one, and I'd like to see, we see the outside of the building in the form of a snake's head, Wow, what can we say? What's Jordan up to? God bless you, brother. We can see it going on, really. I don't know what that is. The demonic and massive structure of Jesus turning into a reptile. My. Oh, my. I didn't see that one. I'm not going to play it. But there we are. Lots of stuff. Vatican City explained. I think we'll give that a miss. There's plenty on that site, brothers and sisters. If you go to Now the End Begins and type now, it's at the top. It'll be there for a long time. Who's in? What's Jordan saying? What are you saying, Jordan? I hear tomorrow is 66 days since they think Revelation 12 sign. Yeah, someone did put a day on it actually yesterday. I haven't got it in front of me. From the Revelation 12 sign is, correct me if I'm wrong, 1,400 days. I could be wrong about that. But I have got it. In fact, let's have a look. See if I can find it. I really have. I'm worse than Ida for notes, I'll tell you. October, rewaxing, the moon under her feet. A twilight, benign, barley, ripening. I have it written somewhere. I did work it out on date and time calculator. And it is, Israel is 73 in, I'm assuming, May of this year. But then we've got to sort of add a 70 years and 10 for stealth. Add 7, it sort of brings us back to where we are, for rapture, which is a very interesting subject, to be honest with you. Very interesting subject, because brothers and sisters, when we go, I think it'll be alien vessels will be passing, not buildings falling on us. I think we'll have to escape them all coming incoming. I should have a siren on this button. Wow. We know the tensions, we know the wars that are all going on, but what's going on behind the scenes? And I found this article, and I don't think it's new, in End Times headlines, okay? Scientists create robotic life form. Okay. It's talking about the Bible study. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I should have, it was a bit early for me. I should have gone Twitch live with that. But gathering this together is so difficult. So it's, but scientists announced that they have created an exnobot, an organic robot, made from frog stem cells. The project raises theological concerns about creating new life forms. Well, that's what they're doing, isn't it? The exclusive preview of God and practical concerns about what will happen when this living robot is injected into a human body. It doesn't bear thinking about. I can't mention it, but I think you know where I'm going here. Because we can't influence you. I mean, on that note, I think you know what I'm talking about. We've got to think about where the Antichrist rises. It's mid-trib, okay? Whether the all trumpet seals, bowls and thunders are all together, which we're looking into, it's still 3.5 years to mid. So we'll have to find the midpoint, Ida. It's because it's thrown me, but every time we get a new theology, it sort of moves all the false prophets and Antichrist and everything about. But it's worth a consideration. Do join us on Twitch, guys. Science at Tufts University. Let me put that up so you can see it. Allen Discovery Centre at the University of Vermouth recently announced that they had succeeded in making an organic robot made from stem cells scraped from the embryos, separated into single cells and incubated. The cells were cut and reshaped into specific body forms designed by a supercomputer. What do you think of that? I think it's time. I think there's not much more that could possibly happen. We know that they're trying to get out. I think they know. I think the leaders of this planet and the wealthy men know that it's going down. It's irreversible, which is great for us because we know that the end sign is here. We know that Revelation is, I'd say it's going to be a mystery, but one thing it does show is that God has absolute control. Oh, I know, Laurie. Patricia. That's awful. It is awful. But how long has it been going on for? I really am careful what I say on YouTube. I've got to get the point across without breaking terms of service. And I'm being honest about this because we can't lose this sign. And they're being helpful. They're being helpful. So let's work with them. But we can get everything out without mentioning recent politics, can't we? We can get everything out, but because we're talking about prophecy and all these prophecies are being fulfilled. And it tells us in Matthew 24, which is still another study, Ida. It really is another study. It's blowing me away. Paddy. It's blown me away, to be honest with you, how something can change in one conversation going on over 2 hours and your whole opinions. I've got that list, Ida. I'm working through that, which I can't show in here because I haven't got it up. But it's all coming together, what I dare say, nicely, isn't it? Nicely. We fly soon, as Tim Henderson would say. I'd have no problem saying it. It's got to be coming soon. It's got to be. You know, all the signs, Israel, a nation in a day, 54 prophecies being fulfilled. If you just come into the channel, it is about the promotion of the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ and the advancement of the kingdom of Father God, whereby if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you are saved. From what? Well, certainly from the coming tribulation, which is what we're talking about. You can see that in the world today. But if you died now, where are you going to spend eternity? Because you do live, your soul lives forever. Your body dies, but your soul lives forever. And that's why hell was made. Because we can't be killed. In a nutshell. That's for people that say, well, God's not, because he had to. This has happened over 6,000 years. He's been lenient and give us a time. Call on his name now. Come and follow us on Discord. It's a place where you can be discipled. That's the best place I can find for you to be discipled. A link in the description for the disciple server. 9 ministries going on in there now. Global 24/7 church. Always someone on there in a Bible room. Bible studies and healing and deliverance, divine healing, baptism. You can be baptized in there. It's not a requirement for salvation, but it's an obedience. And it brings confidence and lets people know that you're in him and then following him. So do join us. Do join us there. And besides all the other ministries, which lo and behold, I haven't got the list with me. Ida's Bible Room, free Bible. Okay, get a Bible organized for yourself. You're going to need one because everything about the Lord is the Bible itself, the 66 books. The canon is more than enough, and the focus on the gospel, 1 Corinthians 15, 1-4, is the gospel. And the first one we can go to find out what the Lord requires, but he just requires your heart. You know, we're telling the world because it is now coming. And people say, well, it's happened. You've been saying that for years. Yes, but nothing has been fulfilled like it has before. And I can't find any more prophecy to come. 2, tribulation. Tribulation is in the last book of the Bible, Revelation, start of chapter 6. And I'd suggest condense trumpets, seals, trumpets, bowls, and thunders together. Okay, it sounded like it's one event, doesn't it, Evelyn? So we're on the end times. We are twitching as much as possible. That's building up. We are on Patreon for all stuff that I won't put on any social medias because of the things. They will go on Rumble. Rumble is back active again. Now I've got rid of the hiccup of putting them in the wrong place on Rumble. There's about 4 videos somewhere that are not on the channel. Do forgive me on Rumble. We've got Twitch, Twitter. Twitter is a link in the description as well. We're building up. We have Instagram, which I need to work on, to be honest with you. Lots of social media in there, and the beloved emailing list. And all that's built, not just to get the word out, but it's to give us security. It's to give us massive security. And because if one goes down, we've got the others. And the emailing list takes me about 5 minutes to send an email out to over 1,000 people now to let you know, like it happened when I got banned off YouTube for a week. Then it was, everybody knew on the mailing list and the other social media. But more than that, it gets the word out. Share the videos, brothers and sisters, because you can do the work as well. You know, if you're sharing gospel videos, gospel messages on YouTube, then on your social media, because that's what people say. Don't forget to subscribe. Why is that working? Oh yeah, there it is. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube, by the way. But don't forget to share the videos with the gospel on, whether it's Watchmen on the Wall, on any of the others. If they're speaking the gospel and you like watching them, if they're not got the gospel, we're sort of wasting our time. I'd love to know what's causing that glitch in my transaction, but it is, and it's annoying. I will get it out. You can build up your own social medias. YouTube, how to build a social media, how to build a Twitch account, how to build a any account, and you'll have plenty of things on how you can actually build your account to do your work for the gospel. Because the more we get it out, it's part of prophecy. It will reach the world. You know, it wasn't 20 years ago. Yes, it would be 23, 24 years ago. I was in the Maldives. There was no such thing as internet, and people couldn't get Bibles. Now we can reach them right there in India, all over the world we go. I don't know about Russia. We don't seem to go into Russia, but I just thought we'd share that. And of course, Discord. I haven't got it up, but Discord is where we can disciple, bring you in. If you don't know the Lord, if you want the Lord, that's the place for you. If you don't want the Lord, if you're not interested, then it's not the place for you. Someone said, oh, I'm sick of here. All you ever do is speak about God. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. But brothers and sisters, I'm going to leave you on that and leave you with, don't forget to meet me with the picnic basket under that big oak tree in heaven, guys. I'm longing for that, and I hope it's soon. God bless you, keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious to you this day and always. God bless.